All right, we are rolling. I hope everyone is feeling good today. Welcome back to the Adam C. Moreno Show. I hope it finds you well. So this is the conversation that I want to build today. So if you haven't heard, Pete Hegseth has been officially confirmed. Okay, but it didn't happen in the best possible way. It wasn't in the most ideal circumstances, and a lot of people are wondering what this means for other nominees like RFK Jr., like Tulsi Gabbard. There's a lot of rumors circulating saying that they're not going to have enough votes if Pete Hegseth was this controversial. Like, what does it say about the other nominees? Okay, so that's the conversation that I want to build today. So before we get into some of the information that I want to share with you, I just want to say I'm so happy you are here. If you like being part of these conversations, if you like watching these videos, please go ahead and try to support by liking and subscribing to the channel. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into this. I want to start with this clip right here, and it is JD Vance casting the tie-breaking vote for Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense. Check this out.
If not, on this vote, the yeas are 50 and the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the nomination is confirmed.
There we go. The nomination is confirmed. Congratulations, Secretary Hegseth. This is incredible. The original poster of this, Nick Sordo, says, America's military has never been in better hands. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Now, I want to share this clip right here, and this is Pete Hegseth's first words as Secretary of Defense right after he gets sworn in by JD Vance. Now, I think this is really, really profound, but he also talks about how at first he was a little bummed out because he didn't realize the votes were going to be this close, and he shares a moment with his kids, and I think this is actually a really, really beautiful thing. So check this out.
All praise and glory to God. His will be done, and we're grateful to be here.
Also, let me just say, the fact that those were his first words as secretary, they just make me really happy. Okay, I'm very proud of the state of this country right now. I think it's incredible. Okay, let's continue.
And as I said in my hearing, it was Jesus and Jenny. I would not be here without you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I want to thank the President of the United States, our Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump. We could not have a better Commander-in-Chief than him. It is the honor of a lifetime, sir, to serve under you. We look forward to having the backs of our troops and having your back in executing peace through strength, in putting America first, and in rebuilding our military. Mr. Vice President, thank you for breaking the tie. It's not the last time, or not the first time the headline reads, Junior Enlisted Marine bails out Junior Army Officer. And, you know, some people were saying, well, 50-50, that's too tight. And Senator Mark Wayne Mullen was nice enough to take my kids up to the gallery to watch the actual moment that the Vice President sealed the deal. And they came running in. They said, Dad, instead of being sad about 50-50, 51-50, they said, Dad, you won in overtime. That's the perspective I like. So thank you.
I love that so much. Instead of being upset that it was so close, he's actually just, with such humility, he's saying, you know what? It happened just the way that, honestly, that God intended it to happen. And a win is a win. And I love that President Trump's words right here, whenever he found out that some Republicans voted no on Hegseth, he pretty much puts it in perspective, saying winning is all that matters, right? So check this out. Last night, President Trump.
Are you disappointed that McConnell voted no?
I didn't even know that. No, I don't know that. I just heard that we won. Winning is what matters, right? So thank you very much, everybody.
There you go. President Donald J. Trump saying winning is what matters. Winning is all that matters. And I think it's so good. But nonetheless, this conversation has struck a chord with a lot of people. Okay, I saw this just today. It looks like it has almost 4 million views. And people are talking about Pete Hegseth being confirmed at 50-50. And the last statement here says that he is the most unqualified nominee in American history. Okay, because look at the previous confirmations. Okay, Lloyd Austin confirmed at 93-2. Mike Esper confirmed 90-8. James Mattis was confirmed 98-1. Ashton Carter was confirmed 93-5. Leon Panetta was confirmed 100-0. Robert Gates was confirmed 95-2. Pete Hegseth was likely confirmed at 50-50. Okay, now I want to walk you through a couple perspectives here because I love that. Check this out. I love that one of the top comments here says Trump could have nominated the CEO of Lockheed Martin or a woke 4-star general if he cared about getting a 98-2 vote. Okay, now check this out. In fact, he did that with Mattis, and all that did was get us deeper into quagmire in Afghanistan. All right, Trump went with a disruptor. That's what he ran on, and that's what people voted for. I want you guys to write these words on your soul. Okay, Trump went with a disruptor because that's what he ran on, and that's what he voted for. Okay, so of course it was close, and you're not making the point that you think. Now, we on this channel, we talk a lot about this idea of disruptors. All right, it's almost kind of like the focus here. We look at the disruptors, right, of different industries. We focus a lot on RFK Jr. We talk a lot about Nicole Shanahan. We're talking a lot about John Fetterman. All right, we're talking about the other guys. We're talking about the disruptors, the people that move things. All right. And I'm reminded of this incredible quote from this awesome TV series, Super Pumped. And it follows the CEO of Uber saying, "The world never wants to change, so we need to make it change." All right. So that's what comes instantly to mind whenever I look at all these numbers, and it's like 50-50 is not a bad thing. Really. Just like P. Hegseth talking about his kids, like, no, Dad, you won in overtime. This is amazing. And to me, I'm seeing this and I'm like, this is actually proof of disruption. This is a proof of breaking barriers. This is proof that he's actually going to do things that matter. And I actually think this is really this is a good thing. Ian Carroll, incredibly famous guy. You've probably seen him on your TL, right? Ian Carroll. He says this is why America has woken up to the whole trust the experts thing, because in a system that is bought and paid for, the experts are just the gatekeepers of that corrupt status quo. Mike here thinks that receiving more votes from the deep state indicates qualifications for the job. In fact, the opposite is what the American people voted for. Holy smokes, is that good? I'm actually going I'm going off right now. There's something that I really want to share, and I saw this last night from the White House. I really hope I could find it. All right, let's see. All right, check this out. I saw this from the White House. It says, President Trump delivers more in 100 hours than any president has in 100 days. All right, and it says the golden age of America. President Trump delivers more in 100 hours than any president in 100 days. You know what I've been chewing on lately? Like all week, as I'm just seeing President Trump go about his second term, something stuck out to me. It's that seeing the effectiveness of Trump makes me even more frustrated at President Biden's term, because I'm looking at the things that he's done and I'm like, wait a second. So presidents can actually just do things. Presidents can actually just say things. President can invite the press into the Oval Office, have the cameras on, have incredibly important conversations. Presidents can just go sit down with a bunch of local leaders in North Carolina and Los Angeles, where there's a bunch of devastation, and he could just kind of apply some pressure and actually move things in the direction that helps people. He could actually expose the corruption, and he could deliver results. And if that's what he's done right now, why hasn't that been the case in the last term of President Biden. That makes me frustrated. Okay, and it's just crazy. So I just wanted to say that. Now onto what this really close race says about RFK Jr. Nicole Shanahan shared this minutes ago, and she said, "Why is a conservative PR firm spending hundreds of thousands to try to sink RFK's nomination? Could it be because they're also pocketing millions from big pharma and super PACs that support Nikki Haley's campaign against Trump? This is the precise corruption the American public voted against in November." Okay. You know what else I'm hearing lately? It's saying that President Trump is doing the exact thing that everyone voted him to do. All right. People are saying promises made, promises kept. President Trump. All right. So I love that. So these are some of the screenshots that Nicole Shanahan shared. This is the headline: Federalist Society's Leo is assisting with anti-RFK Jr. campaign. Leonard Leo's firm is working for a Mike Pence-funded group to block Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nomination as health secretary. So again, we see RFK Jr. take the Senate floor in a couple of days now, less than a handful of days now. Okay, it is going to be intense. It is going to be crazy. We are going to see the precise corruption and what money can buy, all the influence that money can buy on the Senate floor, and we're going to see how bought these people are, and we're going to see literal proof of this when RFK Jr. is on that stage, on that floor. So that's going to be really, really wild. And I used to think that, you know what, maybe he had it in the bag. Okay, we see him sitting down with a bunch of senators. We know there's a lot of yeses already, but now this has come out. All right, we know that someone is pumping millions of dollars into this anti-RFK Jr. rhetoric. Let me just see. Let me see a quick search of what Google is telling us right now. Right? Yeah, let's look at this. RFK Jr.'s financial disclosures reveal millions in both the debt and income as he awaits HHS confirmation. Now, we do know this is true. He is in debt because of his campaign, and that's what happens whenever you spend months and months, or probably a year, upwards of a year, battling people in court because the DNC was doing everything in their power to make sure that this could not be a less fair election. All right, so this is definitely manipulative. All right, RFK Jr. skipped a meeting where officials planned to fight against the future pandemic. All right, so there's all that is still happening right now as we see, but there does seem to be an extra. There seems to be this is new. Okay, this is different, and this is a threat. This puts RFK Jr.'s task of leading the HHS in jeopardy, and we need to make sure that he has a fair chance here. All right. We need to make sure. I love that Holden is even talking about this too. He says Big Pharma is now trying to stop RFK and Maha from inside both parties. All right. Check this out. He even talks about how American life expectancy is plummeting. RFK Jr. just wants to make America healthy again. He wants to bring justice. He wants to remove toxic chemicals. He wants to make our food good again. And it's sad that we have people from across both parties pocketing millions of dollars just to make sure that that is his hardest task. And it's terrible. I love that Holden says, call or write to your senators and ask them to listen to you. All right. So I think that's a great way to kind of end this video. If you're looking for something to do, right? If you want to make sure that this reality that you envision comes to life and has a little bit of breathing room, all right, I strongly encourage you. It costs nothing to write an email. It costs nothing to give them a call, but you know what? It could make all the difference. All right. Anyways, I hope that RFK Jr.'s confirmation isn't as close as Pete Hegseth's. All right. It's crazy that this is It's crazy that we're even talking about how controversial making America healthy again is becoming. All right. I wish this was something that Republicans and Democrats could completely get in line with. But you know what? I think now is a really good moment for transparency. Like, where do people stand? Where do people sit on these issues? And I love how Ian Carroll is always saying, follow the money, follow the money. And there's a lot of great journalists on here who are doing just that. But anyways, that's the video. Let me know what you thought about this conversation. And guys, as always, I will see you next time. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. Episode's over already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.